Welcome to YouTube Church for Trinity Sunday, June 7th, 2020. As you can tell, I'm not in the sanctuary this morning because we have a special guest preacher, and so Mark and I decided that we would do stuff differently this week. Presiding Bishop Elizabeth Eaton of the ELCA presented a sermon for this week, and so we're taking advantage of that so we get to hear the presiding bishop preach, and we look forward to her presence with us this day. Words of thanks to the people involved in creating worship this week. Our readers were Kellen Woolheiser and Lily Prinzo. Our prayer leader was Tracy Teich. Norma provided the pre- and post-service music. The special music is from the choir of the Lighthouse Presbyterian Church in Baltimore, Maryland, where my friend Brian Hain is the choir director, and he did a really nice virtual choir piece, and I thought I would share that with you this week. So that's who's there, and Mark's putting it together, but he got a week off from having to film, so I think he appreciated that, and we're very appreciative of Mark's work with us. Thank you to all of you who brought in supplies for the folks in Midland. They have been passed on. We've applied for 3 Thrive in Action grants. We'll be ordering some supplies that will be shared both between Midland and also we discovered that Augrey and East Tawas have had some damage that's not been in the news as much, so we're going to share some of our resources with them as well. Your financial contributions toward the Midland Fund are appreciated. I did a quick look this morning. It looks like we've raised over $2,500 for that disaster fund, which the Synod will distribute as needed. So we thank you for that. Food of Faith continues, and we've added something. So Judy has taken on a little bit more work, and she may be calling you. There are 4 shelters for people from the Midland-Gladwin area in Bay County, and they have contacted us to see if we would provide meals for them. And so we're going to add them to the Thursday group and cook some more for Thursday and also provide dinners on Wednesday. I don't know how long that's going to go, but at least it will be a while, and we will need some assistance in making that happen. The resources are there for us to do the work, and so it's the right thing for us to do, and we appreciate Judy's leadership in making that happen. Word of thanks to those who came out on Saturday the 6th for cleanup and distribution of mulch, making our property look nicer for when we gather together as community again in worship. We're getting closer with the governor's latest stay-at-home orders being lifted. That provides us some opportunities to think about how we can gather for worship. And as some of our colleagues in the community are gathering for worship, we will learn from them about safe practices so that when we gather, we will be as safe as we can and make it work. Church Council meets on the 16th of June, and we will make some final decisions at that day and then be in touch with all of you to let you know what's going to be happening going forward. We'll still have YouTube Church. It will be a recording of the service. It won't be the production that we've been putting together now, but that will be that. Then we've had a request from the prayer group and decided to go with it. They would like to hold a prayer vigil at the church on Monday, the 8th of June from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you would come in through the front door, you would wash your hands, and then you could sit in the sanctuary and pray with other people or by yourself, depends on the numbers. But use social distancing rules, the 6 feet and all that. We haven't taped the sanctuary space yet, so you don't know exactly what that is, but it should be a minimal group. Some members of the prayer team will be available here to sort of man the prayer vigil, and they'll be playing music, and it'll be a nice opportunity for people to pray. In light of the pandemic, in light of the death of George Floyd and all the ramifications and reminders of where we stand in racial issues in this country, in light of the flooding in Midland and the whatever else that is going on in the mental health of people who've been staying at home, all of that stuff. So a prayer vigil seems quite appropriate, and we thank the prayer team for taking that on this coming Monday. I believe that's it for today. Enjoy Bishop Eaton, and I'll be back next week with a sermon for the 14th of June. I'll be in green. It'll be the 4th liturgical color I have worn during this time away from this worship service. And if I get to blue, that means we will have done this all the way through the end of the year, and I don't hope that we will do that. So I expect to see you soon. God bless.